What is up, guys? Welcome back to my video. Oh, that guy is definitely on steroids. Dude, I bet he cannot get his thing up. So the question of the day is, how is the drug testing done on these bodybuilders? So there are many bodybuilding federations out there, and each federations have different guidelines and different testing rules. For our own simplicity, I have decided to go with the IFBB regulations, which is the bodybuilding competition that I'll be going into in 2 years. They operate under the guideline of the World Anti-Doping Agency. So the Chang, who oversees the Mr. Olympia contest, said that IFBB testing is done randomly. So that got me curious, and I digged more into their policies. So in their 2018 IFBB rule for bodybuilding and fitness, under the Article 12, it shows and it talks about doping controls and how they conduct it. So it says that doping controls will be conducted by the IFBB Medical Commission. There's in-competition testing. So that's when these bodybuilding competitions are actually competing at the event. And there's 3 ways to do this. One is random. Hey you look freaking suspicious. Come over here and bend your ass over and we can take your blood sample or the urine sample. The second one is weighted. Or the drug testing will be conducted on those top 5s, or top 10s, or top 12s. And IFBB has the right to target a specific athlete and test their naturality, or if they follow the rules of the World Anti-Doping Agency. There is also out-of-competition testing, and I believe that this is only done on the form of registered athletes on testing pool. So it sounds like they only randomly test, or they follow up with the athletes who are professional. There is a very well-written ethics section under the IFBB ethics policy and then the moral codes. So it's very good that the athletes are reminded of the ethical codes and then the moral codes. But in the policy and the regulations or these rules, they do not mention how they're gonna test these athletes. I just looked up how do they drug test, and there are 6 methods, which are urine, hair, blood, breath, sweat, and saliva. In the bodybuilding situation, the most logical testings would be urine, hair, and blood. But how much does this cost? Based on the United States, the statistics show that the average of $30 to $60 is the range for the urine test. However, for blood and hair, it's above $200. So it does make sense from the federation's point of view that if I test every single athlete on blood and hair, it's gonna cost me $200. It just doesn't make sense to take the blood sample of every single athlete. So therefore, from what I know so far, a lot of the testings are done through urine. And you guys are probably wondering, what are the prohibited drugs according to the World Anti-Doping Agency? Hoorah, Zabo. Man, there's so many. Okay, I'm just gonna go by the category. So first, illegal, they have 5 categories. The first one is anabolic agents. The second one is peptide hormones, growth factors, related substance, and mimetics. The third one is beta-2 agonists. The fourth one is hormone and metabolic modulators. And then the fifth one is diuretic and masking agents. Well, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that video on my take on drug testing policies on IFBB following the rules of World Anti-Doping Agency. Next week, I'll come back with more content. Please stay up to date. You can follow me on Instagram at bencity_jojo.